goodness. Was he trying to run away and you still gunned him down? I don't really approve of that. That does seem a little bit excessive. I need more bricks. Hello, Dedeus. And yes, the green on chat is basically when someone says my name. It helps me notice the chat, which I am at risk of not noticing otherwise. Because it moves a little bit faster for me. When I'm playing a game like this, where every now and then I have to stop and panic and run around like a headless chicken, lest I actually lose my head. Well, to be fair, it's 2:15 for me. Maybe I just don't think much of you living in a crazy country that uses crazy non-Greenwich Mean Time. Greenwich Mean Time is best mean time. Alright, that is basically asking for something to break my walls. So, I need to fix that. Here we'll do, I think. I need another 2 of those. Another lot of those. And I should be good because I can just run the bullets from over here without too much trouble. Well, to be fair, I have to correct myself. Greenwich Mean Time is no longer best time because Greenwich Mean Time uses daylight savings. And as we all know, or should, daylight savings is the devil. UTC is best time now, which is mostly Greenwich Mean Time, but just slightly better. I'm sorry, Greenwich, but you brought this on yourself. Alright, let's get some light as well. There we go. That's actually didn't take me long to set up. Fantastic. So I'm going to need a little bit of extra power up here. No, I don't like it being there. I don't like inserters pulling from a corner or directly from the end. So, for example, if I had an inserter there, pulling from that one to this one. I really don't like that. It does work, just not quite as well. Oh, I see. Well, yes, I do tend to start my streams earlier in the morning. I can't help it that I get up at like 5. For me, 11 o'clock is, you know, I've had plenty of time to have my breakfast, wake up a bit, reply to my comments. I'm not sure what I feel about this massive unmarked, well, it's not even an unmarked grave, it's just a pile of bodies outside the wall. It's like the Battle of Thermopylae. Just pile them so high, eventually they'll just be able to climb over the bodies and bypass the wall entirely. I think I may need to redesign that defense system. Alright, I am going... Oh, wait a second. I put those in the wrong bloody chest, didn't I? Oh, I'm a derp. Alright, how about you? You need just gears, really. So I can... I'll leave that as is. Down here, you need gears. You need electronic circuits. You're fine, though. Here, we need copper. That's what we were lacking. It's very rare for me to run out of copper over there because only one thing really uses it. We'll take it. My God, 4,096? That was actually quite a cool number. Okay, well, this is the only thing that really uses it, so I may as well just give you half and then half of half. Every time is perfect time for a cuppa. I haven't actually seen anyone else Let's Play Factorio other than Zimov. But I definitely should have a look. When I play that, to be fair, I'm putting the fact that if I let my OCD run rampant, this would not be an interesting game to watch. Because I move at a snail's pace early on because everything has to fit into a perfectly symmetrical, nice-looking base without walls that are just like jutting out all over the place. It's all square and makes sense. As a result, my bases tend to look pretty nice. But alas, in this instance, not so much. Hi Storm, hi Muffin Button. I love that. Muffin Button, that's an awesome name. Take care, Dutchie. Yeah, well, the only problem with indenting the corner is I haven't got much room to indent it by. And now, I'm not sure if this is just me misremembering, but I'm certain that at times they have actually damaged things on the other side of walls. So I try to avoid having anything flush with the wall, but I guess I could try it and we'll see. I guess for science, if nothing else. We'll work out if that actually affects it or not. Ah, really? Is my pickaxe broken? Yes, it has. Oh, damn it, I can make a steel pickaxe. Perhaps I should. Right, let's move this in then. We'll see how that works. Though again, that's even worse for my OCD. Unless you took the time to make it a sphere and carefully planned each and every block. Ah, reminds me of Minecraft. There we go. Yes, certainly. Here is the map. Covered in alien bases. Some of them very large. Some of them pretty much as large as mine. That one is a little bit bigger. I think that's 2 coming together. That one is as big as my metal manufacturing area, though. Pollution is not so good. I am going to be expanding down here to the iron. That's going to require that I have rockets in order to clear this base out. Or, at the very least, a lot of trial and errors. I run down there, kill it, run away to regenerate my health, then run down there and slowly wear down their spawners. But I'm thinking of having a super smelting area, just making copper and iron plates, and just working on that constantly. The alien bases they can spawn as you play, but these are the ones that have always been there, but they will spread. As time moves on, they will move around. And in fact, if you clear out a base and then leave, and you don't do anything there, you literally only went there to clear it out, they will respawn. Though it happens kind of like a migration, from what I understand. I've never actually seen it happen, but I believe it happens at a migration because I stopped it. Let me go back to the map and I'll give you an idea. There was like a base around here in relation to my base. It was quite far out. I went down there with my car, killed them. I just wanted that alien artifacts went back. I had an expansion base over here, but nothing in there. And gradually, a new base appeared. So I went down, cleared it out again. A new base up here, went down, cleared it out again. Started getting wise to what was happening. So I built basically a trap fence. If you've played Unreal World at all, you'll understand what I mean. And it was just basically a line of defenses with little gaps to encourage movement, and it never respawned. So my guess is that something was migrating from another alien base and moving over there, and my trap fence was killing them off. Oh, oil processing. I'm a little bit concerned. But I need you. I will be able to make sulfur. And I need that for batteries. Also, I need them for nuclear explosions. No, I'm joking. It's just explosions, which are needed for... Explosives? I didn't know you could build those. They are needed for rockets, though. So the next one is... 100? Really? I don't think that's very fair. You know what? No, I'm going to build the heavier body armor because I'm starting to get a little bit concerned. But that will require steel to make. But we're going to go for heavy body armor for now. And yes, well, satellite base on the bottom left. I guess so, since that is much, much less dangerous. But we'll wait until we can see around it, because this base I know is a known quantity. I can see quite far around it, so I know what I'm going to have to deal with. This, there could be an enormous base there and an enormous base there, and that would be a little bit too close for comfort. Sorry while I catch up on chat. And yeah, Draco, that is exactly what I intend to do. I mentioned that. Right now, the early base is a little bit messed up simply because I had a need of the resources which were around it, so I've built as needed. But what we can see down here is my beginning of making a research base. And that will be built to look good in relation to the steam power that will power it. So most of this is simply going to go. Once that's gone, there's not going to be any reason for me to have the vast majority of the buildings there, which are all effectively iron mining, iron smelting, bullets, and defenses to protect the iron mining and iron smelting. Once that's gone, I can cut that all the way back. Same for the copper, same for the coal. The coal, well, I'm going to need that for the for this, but I might find a better place to mine it that I can get to by train. Let's repair all these walls. Okay, there we go. And yes, Junel, any chat with my name in it is green, so I can notice if someone's desperately trying to get my attention because I'm being a derp and I've forgotten something. Happens more than I would like to admit. Okay, I'm going to top up the... Oh, that's fantastic. Seeing this actually start to stockpile. Right, well, you can take all of the iron that I can give you. You can take half of the iron. Well, no, I'll take half of that back. You can take half of the iron I can give you. And you can take half of that as well, and half of this. There we go. That is actually starting to look okay. In fact, that's starting to look so okay. Why don't we go and increase the speed that I'm researching? Where is it? Damn it. I must have gone past it like 3 times already. There it is. That's exactly what I'm doing right now, actually, Desneco. It's much like Supreme Commander. If you've got or Total Annihilation, or Planetary Annihilation even, if you have mass, then that is bad. If you are actually stockpiling, if you have a positive mass economy, you are not building enough stuff. It's quite a simple formula. If you have resources, you're not using them fast enough. Energy, on the other hand, well, you know, if you don't have a stockpile of energy, you haven't built enough means of gathering it. This will be on YouTube and will be 720. I am really disappointed that one of the Faster Than Light episodes has been derped out. I tried to re-upload it earlier, but YouTube complained about a duplicate video. So what I'll probably do is take that video down later tonight and then re-upload it completely, because the source files are fine. It's exactly the same as all of the others, and that is the episode 7 is the only one that has that problem. So I'm going to try and fix that. Now, I need to check on my power. It's been a while. How are we doing power-wise? Oh, we're doing fine. We are doing fine, I think. Maybe. Are we doing fine? Yes, we're doing fine. Okay. Right, well, next then, I need to start working on the oil. And for that, I need steel. Thank you. As we can see, they're not completely draining the production from there, which is very nice to see. Now, this is where things get a bit complicated. Working with oil is really cool, but very, very big. It takes a lot of room to do anything with oil. The first stage, however, is to make a pump jack. Oh, okay. The first stage will be for me to make armor. Now, fluid handling would be good because I can make a small pump, and also I can start barreling things. But advanced oil processing. Let me just check on this. This is allowing me to produce solid fuel, lubricant. Okay, so from heavy oils and light oils. And that's an oil refinery. That's what I'm going to need, is the oil refinery. Sulfur processing is going to require 5 sulfuric acid. Oh no, actually no. It's going to require water and petroleum gas. But I feel that that is the next stage, really. Plastics? My lord. Right, we're going to start on sulfur processing. And I'm just going to catch up on the chat for a moment. My lord. So much chat, so fast. Also, I need to update my viewer list because Twitch is still derping out and won't let me see who's in the chat. It's quite frustrating. Alright, let's keep on moving. Dark Fire Phoenix, you mean the Paragon, I believe. And you can actually max out a Paragon. Believe me, I have done it. I've maxed out 3 Paragons. Trust me, the formula is still the same. Regardless how much you're producing, if you've got a stock of it, you're not making enough stuff. Paragons just give you an awful lot of production, but that just means you can have an awful lot of factories making an awful lot of robots. Instead of having bombing wings of 100 or 200 ships, you can have them of 500, 600, 700 ships. It makes for a very interesting game. But yes, we need to begin on a pump jack, which I am going to start on now. And yes, the Paragon is generally useless. If the game has lasted long enough for you to get a Paragon going, then either your enemy let you do it because they wanted a challenge, or you're just mucking around. Thank you, Steedro. I'm slowly learning. I haven't streamed enough to really be able to keep an eye on chat and play properly at the same time. I mean, this game allows me a lot of downtime to actually look, so it's not that good of an indication. If I were playing something a little bit more involved, it might be a little bit different. Oh, damn it. Ah, there we are. Okay, and that's actually got power. Fantastic. Okay, so this is going to produce 1.4 oil a second. And now it's full. Okay, it's going to... Oh, 9 pollution. Really? That's only producing 3. That's basically as polluting as 3 of these factories. Wow. If the aliens didn't already hate me, they really will start hating me soon. Oil refinery. Chemical plant. Now, I haven't played around with this enough to really know what these do. So I'm probably going to build one of each. I'm almost certainly going to need one of each at some point. But I'm going to build one of each now just to find out which one makes what I want. Yeah, Saurian AI. I usually fight it as well. Generally, Saurian is one of the only AIs where I can't handle multiple of them if they're cheating. But generally speaking, I mean, if you play Supreme Commander enough, even Saurian AI, as wonderful as it is, becomes predictable. And once it becomes predictable, it's really game over. Now, this produces solid fuel, petroleum gas. That's what we need. We need petroleum gas. And that wants... What's it want? It wants solid fuel. So I need to make solid fuel, and then it will make petroleum gas. So it... No? Or does... Oh, no, it makes solid fuel out of petroleum gas. I'm being a derp. Okay. So I can make lubricant out of heavy oil. Alright then. That makes a bit more sense to me. Now I'm going to need quite a few bricks. And, sorry, Junel, I thought you were basically answering your own question. I thought it was like a rhetorical question. If I spam this, would YouTube see it? Don't worry, I won't. Kind of implied that the question had been answered. Yes, it will show up on YouTube. Askarov, honestly... Wow, I'm talking about a different game from the one I'm playing, and it's confusing me a little bit. So this will end the conversation on Supreme Commander for now. But generally, I have no preference. I adapt to whatever theatre of war is required. If there's a lot of water on the map, I'll go see. If there are a lot of hills that would make land units difficult, I'll go air. But usually my army is made up of as many parts as possible. The more theatres you're fighting in, the harder it is to defend against you. Mind you, you are at risk at that point of spreading yourself too thin, but that generally doesn't happen. Because like I said, if I've got mass, I'm not producing enough. And since I am I expand, well, some of my friends say I expand like a cancer when I'm playing that game because I'll take everyone's mass. I usually have a lot, which usually means I'm producing an extreme amount of units. I don't have storage tank technology yet, unfortunately, Hen. I will. Oh my god, that's a big building. EGATs. Basic oil processing produces heavy oil. Okay, I see. This is making sense to me. Where are my guns? Oh, good god. My poor walls. I actually feel more sorry for them, though. Wow. What terrible sins did I commit to deserve such power? Guns, I think you're a little bit too effective. You're making me feel guilty. Okay, let's finish these off. Make sure all of this is sorted. Alright, now then. This is going to take up a hell of a lot of room. I think the best place for this would be about here, honestly. Now, to produce this, I only need crude oil. Yes, I only need crude oil, so I'm not going to have to pump in water, which is good. I am, however, going to need pipes, sorry. And I've got one in my junk chest up here. Alright, let's get these all set up. There we go. And there we are. That's actually fantastic. Now, the only thing I'm interested in having right now for the sulfur is going to be water and petroleum gas. But where is that made? I can only assume that it's going to be made in a chemical plant. That's my hope. In which case... I don't want to be too greedy with all of the petroleum gas, though. But I guess I can afford it for now. I can adjust this as needed. Right, let's get a bit more of that. Now, I'm going to need lots of storage tanks for these, because it's going to stop producing the petroleum gas once the others are full, by the looks of it. Now, I can only assume that the petroleum gas is going to go in there. Now, solid fuel. I can... I'm guessing now if solid fuel can be used in place of coal and wood and things like that. I mean, it would make sense, I guess. In which case, I could pump all of this in there and just produce solid fuel with it. But I don't really want to. No, we'll wait. And it is totally not acceptable to blame me for global warming. I'm trying not to... Well, I guess I'm not trying not to. But I really need these things. My need is too great. Nature doesn't need as much of a helping hand here as I do. I've got aliens trying to kill me. Alright, there we go. Now, that should be ready to produce... Ah, damn it, I can't move. Stupid things. You know what? Let's just use the underground pipes. Aha! I finally got a use for you. I'm glad that I finally got a use for you. I was worried. There we go. Perfect. Now I can move around. Yes, there are solar power in this game. It just takes a lot to make them. I can make them at the moment, and that will help to mitigate the amount of power I need, but they don't produce much. So it's not until late game that you can really rely on them. And I don't yet have the research. I'll show you the research now. Down here, after this, I can research electric energy accumulators. These are basically large batteries, but I don't have the means to make batteries yet. They require what I'm researching right now. So it's kind of a long cascade of technology required to make solar power feasible. You can make flamethrowers. You can make flamethrowers. It's down the military technology tree. There, flamethrower. You can also make mines. And you can make rockets. Lots of different types of rockets. It's quite good. Take care, Junel. What am I missing on the top exit of the refinery? Apparently I'm missing something. I do not see what it is. Every time Aavak drinks tea, a bit more of the ozone layer is destroyed. My goodness. That can't be true. Otherwise, the ozone layer would be gone. It is quite that simple. Regardless how small an amount of it would be destroyed every time I drank tea, I consume it in sufficient quantity that it would be gone. So I have proved that your theory is incorrect, good sir. Oh, no, you're quite correct. No, well, actually, no, it should be. Right, yes, we've run out. Damn. Okay, there's iron needed there. Thank you for pointing that out. There we go. I will top that up now. And we'll... No, I don't need to give you too much. Give you half of all of this. In fact, half again. You're doing okay, and yeah, you could do with a top up. I have no idea where they were fighting. Oh, it's over there. Which wall at the bottom? Ah, I'm caught in my own pipe network. This one? No. No, the walls go right around.